Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, it looks like the backlash against the Donald Trump presidential campaign has taken an ugly turn here as the FBI agents have just taken into custody Jerry Delemus on 9 charges, including a conspiracy to commit an offense against the United States and threatening obstruction. Now, this is incredible information here just taking place here today, but the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, has taken Jerry Delemus into custody. He was a New Hampshire Tea Party activist who previously made trips to Nevada to take part in the Bundy Ranch standoff and the federal forestry, of course, in the Oregon standoff, and was one of the protesters. All right. Now, Delemus faces 9 federal charges, including conspiracy to commit an offense against the United States, threatening a federal law enforcement officer, obstruction of justice, attempting to impede or injure a federal law enforcement officer, and several firearms charges when he was in the Nevada to support the Bundy family at the Bundy Ranch. And according to the indictment, Jerry Delemus was a mid-level leader and organizer of the conspiracy who, among other things, recruited, organized, trained, provided logistical support to gunmen and other followers, and organized and led armed patrols and security checkpoints over at the Bundy Ranch. Now, State Representative, get this, State Representative Susan Delemus, his wife, Republicans from Rochester, Jerry's wife called him and said they have taken custody of him today. So she is a state representative. All right? She's a state representative, and she called to let them know, she called to let folks know that her husband had been arrested and charged on 9 felony accounts. Now, she said the FBI just rolled up with lots of vehicles and agents who were in tactical gear, and they, she says on her Facebook earlier this morning, they forced their way into Jerry Delemus and Susan's condo with weapons drawn and arrested Jerry and took him away. Kimball said he believed the custody was connected to the Bundy Ranch incident and asked all New Hampshire patriots to come together as soon as possible to protect this type of tyranny in the most visible way possible. Kimball said he would update his friends on Facebook after receiving more information. Okay? Now, this is a situation where we have the government using the indefinite detention clause, that executive order that was given by the President of the United States when Barack Obama signed that into law, that the Department of Homeland Security can come in and do this. They can use the FBI, they can use the CIA, just about any of those agencies can go into your home and arrest you and detain you. They do not have to read you your Miranda rights, and they can take you and detain you indefinitely if they feel that you are a terroristic threat to the United States of America. Now, this man did go and stand with the Bundys in Nevada, and he did go and stand in the standoff in Oregon, but not arrested at either location, and now back home in New Hampshire, he has been arrested. So this is getting very ugly. Part of the reason I'm bringing this up is there's a good report by Dabo, who also brings out the fact that he's a co-chair of Donald Trump's one of Donald Trump's state groups that, working within that group there in New Hampshire. He's one of the co-chairs for the Trump campaign. But lay that aside for a minute. This is where we're at, folks. veterans and patriots are literally, folks, this situation is intensifying against veterans and patriots, and it's really something we have to keep a very close eye on as we pray for America. You know, my conference I'm hosting down in West Monroe, Louisiana, on March the 12th. I'll be at the West Monroe, Louisiana Civic Center. Take Back America. Take Back America Prophecy Conference. We want to restore prayer everywhere. And we want to restore faith in people's hearts. And there's no question about it. Restore vision for both the young and the old, folks. And we need to restore truth in every tongue, restore freedom in our daily lives. We need to restore speech to express our views. Can't we do that? I mean, we need to restore life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We need to take America back. We got to do it through the power of prayer, and we have to do it in the power of prayer. You see, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and spiritual wickedness in high places. You're not going to defeat the devil in a physical confrontation. It has to be in a spiritual way. And America truly needs to be restored. So our freedoms, our constitutional rights seem to be being shredded and have been for quite some time now, as executive order after executive order has trampled on our very constitutional rights, and Supreme Court rulings have done the rest of it. It's getting ugly out here, folks. So pray one for another. I'll give you more current world events as they come forward. I'll even give you a link to Dabo and his YouTube that he did on this subject, and we'll let you know what else is going on. Something is happening, and it's spreading across this nation.